What if I told you the very feeling that's been blowing up your account, namely FOMO, isn't your fault? It's not greed. It's not stupidity. It's biology. Your brain is literally designed to chase. Picture this. You're staring at your screen. Bitcoin just broke $50,000. Twitter is screaming, "To the moon!" Your hands are sweating. You told yourself you wouldn't chase, but the chart is flying and everyone else is getting rich. One click later, you're in. 5 minutes later, it dumps. You punch the desk. You hate yourself. Brain problem. And once you rewire the brain, FOMO disappears completely. MIT neuroscientists just proved that the exact same dopamine circuits that make addicts crave drugs are triggered every time you see a green candle surge. Your brain doesn't see a chart. It sees survival. The same circuits that made your ancestors chase food now make you chase trades. The market isn't beating you. Your biology is. But here's the good news. I beat it permanently. And today, I'll show you exactly how. 3 mental rewiring techniques that transform me from a FOMO-chasing gambler into a sniper who only takes A+ setups. By the end of this video, you won't just understand FOMO, but you'll control it. Let's go inside the trader's mind. If you've ever chased a green candle, doubled down after a missed entry, or felt that gut-wrenching regret watching price run without you, this video is for you. Welcome to Disciplined Trades, where we rewire your brain to trade like a pro. No hype, no magical indicators, just psychology that actually works. Here's what you'll learn today. The science of FOMO. What's happening in your brain when you can't stop clicking? 3 neuroscience-backed rewiring techniques to kill FOMO permanently. A 5-minute daily exercise that trained me to stay calm even as the market ripped 20% without me. And the 1 mental shift that instantly stopped me from chasing. But stay to the very end, because insight number 3 is the one that saved my career and doubled my win rate in 60 days. Here's my promise. By the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step system to kill FOMO before it kills your account. Quick question before we dive in. When was the last time you chased a trade? Comment below with just the date. No shame, no judgment. Awareness is the first step to rewiring. Now, let's break down why your brain is sabotaging you and how to fight back. The dopamine hijack. Why your brain loves green candles. 2 years ago, I lost $18,000 in one morning chasing Tesla. Price ripped 6% pre-market, Twitter screamed, next stop $1,000, and my brain felt like it was on fire. I bought near the top. 10 minutes later, it reversed. I rage quit for the day, sick to my stomach. But what really happened inside my head? That morning, I didn't feel like I was gambling. I felt like I was missing out on free money. Every green candle felt like a life or death opportunity. My chest tightened, my breath quickened. It felt like I had no choice but to buy. And that's exactly the problem. FOMO doesn't feel like greed. It feels like survival. Your brain treats missing a trade the same way it treated missing food 100,000 years ago. Science. Neuroscience studies from MIT confirm this. The nucleus accumbens, the brain's reward center, lights up like a Christmas tree during sudden price spikes. Dopamine floods your system before you enter, promising you a huge reward if you act quickly. It's the same neural loop casinos exploit with flashing lights and near-miss slot spins. Worse, your amygdala, the fear center, interprets not entering as danger. This creates a toxic cocktail, excitement, aka dopamine, mixed with fear, aka adrenaline. No wonder you feel like you'll die if you don't click. Here's a crazy fact. In a study comparing day traders and gamblers, their brain scans during winning streaks were nearly identical. Both showed suppressed prefrontal cortex activity, the part of the brain responsible for rational decision-making. Translation: the moment you feel FOMO, you're no longer thinking, you're reacting. This isn't just about entering bad trades. FOMO rewires your expectations over time. Every time you chase and get lucky, your brain learns that breaking rules equals reward. That's the worst kind of reinforcement. A gambler's high that guarantees long-term failure. Awareness kills the autopilot. The first step to breaking the dopamine hijack is labeling it. Next time you feel that urgent need to get in before it's too late, literally say out loud, "This is dopamine, not opportunity." Studies in cognitive behavioral therapy show that naming an emotion engages your prefrontal cortex and interrupts the amygdala's panic loop. That 2-second pause might feel small, but it's everything. 2 seconds is the difference between sniper and gambler. Next time you feel the itch to chase, sit on your hands for 60 seconds and repeat the phrase. Watch how quickly the urgency fades once the chemical surge passes. I've saved thousands with that one simple habit. The FOMO Reversal Ritual, training your brain to crave waiting. After blowing my account 3 times, I knew I needed to change. Not my strategy, but my brain. Every time I felt FOMO, I jumped in instantly, convinced I was missing the move. So I created a ritual. Every time that urge hit, I set a 15-minute timer, closed my trading platform, and forced myself to step away. At first, it felt impossible. My heart pounded, my palms sweated. It felt like walking away from a jackpot machine spitting out coins. But here's what happened. 7 out of 10 times, by the time I came back, price had pulled back or reversed completely. The sure thing wasn't so sure after all. The first time this happened, I laughed out loud. I realized that waiting wasn't costing me money, it was saving me from losing it. Science. Behavioral psychology explains why this works. This technique is a form of delayed gratification training. In Stanford's famous marshmallow experiment, kids who learned to wait for a bigger reward ended up more successful in almost every field, including finance. By delaying gratification repeatedly, you rewire your brain to associate not entering with safety and reward instead of fear and loss. Neuroscience backs this up. Each time you resist entering, your brain creates a new association. Patience is positive outcome. Over time, the old FOMO loop from urge to click to regret and gets replaced with a new one. Urge to wait and to prove you were right to wait. This literally reshapes neural pathways. At first, the waiting felt like torture. My mind screamed, "You're missing the move!" But after a few weeks of journaling these delayed trades, something flipped. My brain started craving the 15-minute timer because it proved I was in control. I went from being addicted to the adrenaline rush of entering to being addicted to the satisfaction of waiting. Action step. Starting today, follow this 7-day challenge. Set a 15-minute rule. No entry the moment FOMO hits. Write down what price does during those 15 minutes. Pullback, consolidation, reversal. Reward yourself for waiting. Even if price runs without you, you win because you followed your rule. By the end of the week, you'll notice something strange. Waiting feels good. The same way your brain once craved instant action, it will start craving patience. That's the rewiring in action. Patience is a skill, not a personality trait. You can train it like a muscle. Every time you resist entering, you're strengthening the neural circuit that turns you from gambler to sniper. The 3-question pre-trade checklist, the sniper mindset. The biggest turning point in my trading career wasn't a new strategy. It was a piece of paper taped to my monitor. After losing $30,000 in a single month to impulsive trades, I wrote down 3 simple questions and forced myself to answer them before every trade. At first, it felt silly. But in 19 days, my win rate jumped from 42% to 63%. Why? Because these 3 questions forced my brain to slow down and think. The sniper analogy. Imagine a sniper on a battlefield. He doesn't shoot because he feels like it. He checks wind, range, target movement, and only pulls the trigger when conditions are perfect. Traders should be the same. This checklist is your sniper scope. The 3 questions. 1. If I wasn't watching this chart, would I care about this setup? This kills hype trades. Most FOMO trades look urgent only because you're glued to the screen. Step away for 5 minutes and ask yourself, would this setup matter if you hadn't seen it live? If the answer is no, it's not a trade. It's a dopamine hit disguised as opportunity. 2. What's my invalidation? This forces you to define risk. If you can't answer where your thesis is wrong, you're not trading, you're guessing. Writing down invalidation points activates the prefrontal cortex, shifting you from emotional to analytical mode. 3. If I miss this entry, would I chase it? This is the ultimate FOMO filter. If the answer is yes, you're about to take a trade based on fear, not logic. A true sniper setup is one you still enter even after a missed first attempt because the structure, not the hype, makes it valid. Science. Cognitive behavioral therapy proves that pre-framing decisions reduces impulsive actions by up to 40%. By answering these questions, you're literally rewiring your brain to pause and evaluate instead of react. The first week I used this checklist, I skipped 12 trades I would have normally taken. 9 of them would have been losers. The data didn't just prove the checklist worked, it rewired my confidence. For the first time, skipping trades felt like winning. Action step. Print these 3 questions in bold letters. Tape them to your monitor. Answer them before every trade for the next 30 days. You'll feel your mind slow down, your entries get cleaner, and your account thank you. A trader without a checklist is a gambler with a keyboard. Be the sniper, always. Visualization training. Beating FOMO before it starts. The first time I tried visualization, I felt ridiculous. Sitting in front of my screen with my eyes closed while the market moved felt like I was wasting precious time. But after a week, something incredible happened. One morning, Bitcoin spiked 8% in 10 minutes. Old me would have slammed the buy button instantly. But instead, my brain did something new. It replayed the exact calm visualization I had practiced. I stayed still, waited, and watched it retrace 6% minutes later. That was the moment I knew this worked. Science. Sports psychology has long proven that mental rehearsal activates the same neural pathways as physical execution. In Olympic studies, athletes who visualize resisting fake moves improve reaction control by 30%. Traders can use this same principle to pre-train patience. When you visualize yourself calmly following your rules, your brain literally builds those neural circuits as if you had already done it. The method. Every morning before market open, spend 5 minutes doing this. Close your eyes. Visualize a market ripping without you. Feel the anxiety and hear the inner voice screaming, "You're missing out!" Now imagine yourself breathing slowly, smiling even, letting the move go by. Picture yourself entering later, at your planned level, and locking in a clean, rule-based win. This isn't woo-woo, it's neuroscience. Each visualization session weakens the association between green candles and impulsive action. After a few weeks, your brain starts to crave calm execution because it has already felt the satisfaction of doing it right. My routine. I pair this with box breathing. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 7 seconds, and exhale 8 seconds. This slows the heart rate, calming the amygdala so the visualization sticks. In 3 months, I went from chasing 5 trades a week to maybe 1, and that one felt like breaking my own rules, not instinct. Action step. Add visualization to your morning routine for 7 days. Track how many times you feel calmer during live market moves. Most traders are shocked to find their FOMO reactions drop by 30 to 50% in a single week. You don't beat FOMO in the moment, you beat it before the bell rings. Train your brain before the market opens, and it will obey when it counts. Data diary. Rewiring with proof. The hardest part about killing FOMO isn't resisting one trade. It's convincing yourself deep down that waiting actually works. For years, I felt like patience was costing me money. Every time I skipped a trade, I'd beat myself up if it ran without me. That belief kept me trapped. The only thing that broke it? Cold, hard data. In 2022, after a devastating 6-figure loss, I committed to logging every single FOMO-driven decision for 30 days. I split my journal into 2 columns. Chase trades. Any trade I enter because of urgency, hype, or fear of missing out. Skipped FOMO trades. Any setup I wanted to chase, but resisted. The results. By the end of the month, the numbers shocked me. My chase trades lost $6,400. My skipped FOMO trades, if I had taken them, would have lost $9,800. Seeing that written in black and white rewired me instantly. I wasn't missing opportunities by waiting. I was saving thousands. Science. Behavioral economists call this loss-based learning. The brain adapts fastest when it sees direct, measurable consequences. Writing it down and reviewing it triggers your prefrontal cortex to override emotional impulses in future trades. The data becomes your new reality, replacing the old emotional narrative. Advanced tip. Don't just log P&L, log emotions. Rate your emotional state before, during, and after each trade. Patterns will emerge. You'll notice that FOMO trades almost always begin with elevated stress or excitement, while patient trades feel boring but profitable. Action step. Create a simple spreadsheet or notebook with these columns. Date, asset, emotional state from 1 to 10, FOMO level from 1 to 10, result. Review every Sunday. After 30 days, you'll have undeniable proof that patience pays. Many traders report this single habit permanently changes their risk behavior. The market doesn't care about your feelings, but your brain does. Show it evidence. Once your brain sees the math, it stops fighting patience and starts craving it. Let me take you back to the moment that changed everything for me. March 14, 2023. NASDAQ was surging. Every stock I watched was ripping. My heart was pounding, my hands shaking. Old me would have jumped in with sighs. But this time, I stopped. I whispered to myself, this is dopamine, not opportunity. I walked away for 15 minutes. When I came back, every single stock had pulled back. Old me would have been trapped at the top. New me waited, entered at my level, and walked away with a 3R win. That one trade wasn't about the money. It was proof. Proof that I wasn't a slave to my biology anymore. Proof that I could finally trade like a sniper, not a gambler. And that's when it hit me. FOMO isn't a market problem. It's a mental problem. Once you fix the mind, the market becomes easy. I'm living proof, and so can you. Quick recap. 1. Name the emotion. This is dopamine, not opportunity. 2. FOMO Reversal Ritual. Wait 15 minutes before entering. 3. 3-question sniper checklist. Kill hype trades before they kill you. 4. Visualize patience daily. Build the mental pathway. 5. Track FOMO trades. Let data rewire you. Do this for 30 days, and you'll look back at your old FOMO self like a stranger. If this hit you hard, hit the like button. Comment day 1 below if you're starting the 30-day FOMO challenge today. I'll personally reply to every comment and check in on your progress. And if you want more psychology-based trading hacks, subscribe. We're just getting started. Remember, the market doesn't care about your feelings, but your brain does. Master your brain, and you master the market. Now, go rewire yourself. See you in the next one.